Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. My name is Michaela if you're new here, and today I'm going to be showing you guys my realistic at-home self-tanning routine. And yeah, I'm just going to go ahead and start this video. Make sure to like and subscribe before you leave, and let's get started into this video. Okay, so as you can see, I just got done working out. I'm sweating and I'm gross, but I figure this is the perfect time to take my whole tan off, take a good deep cleansing shower, wash my hair and do everything. As you can see, I have some tan residue left on my skin, left on my chest, my arms and stuff. It's kind of patchy right now, but I have a little bit of tan left. I'm just gonna go ahead and scrub that off in the shower. And sorry, I'm out of breath. I literally just got done working out. I do have some tan on my face, and I will show you guys also how I do that in this video and how I touch that up throughout the week. First things first, you need to take off your tan, or you can layer your tan, but either way you need to exfoliate your skin and shave. But I do get in the shower. I like to do my regular routine, wash my hair, and then while I have conditioner in my hair, I like to clip my hair up, and then I go in and deeply exfoliate my body. So first, I go in with these exfoliating gloves. I got these from Walmart, but you can get these off Amazon. I'll link some down below. And basically, you're just gonna put it on, lather up some soap, and then go in circular motions around your whole body and make sure that you're exfoliating your skin as well as exfoliating the old tan off. So I really like these. These are really cheap and easily replaceable, which you need to replace them every month at least. After that, I will go in and shave everywhere I need to shave. So I shave my legs, shave my armpits, shave my arms even. I've recently started doing that. I didn't used to because I didn't have visible hair, but I actually like the feeling of it better, and I feel like the tan lays down a lot better on my arms. And contrary to popular belief, no, it does not grow back thicker or darker. It barely grows back at all, but I will touch that up. I will shave my armpits, I'll shave my legs, and anywhere else that I need to shave if I do need to shave. Then I'll go in with a body wash and a loofah like I normally do, and just make sure that I am clean everywhere I need to be clean, and exfoliating off any extra dead skin, tan, or hair or whatever. For my face, I don't really like to scrub my face, but I will take one finger of the glove and just kind of gently exfoliate around my skin, very gently, just to get some excess tan off. But honestly, at the end of the day, the tan is usually off my face already, so I would just normally use a face wash and wash my face as normal. So I'm gonna go take a shower and exfoliate all this gross tan residue. You can see how patchy it is right here. I've had this on for maybe 7-8 days, and it's time to get the tan off. So I'm gonna go take a shower, and I'll be right back to show you guys the next steps to my tanning routine. Okay, back, and I just got out of the shower, and I am all exfoliated off and pale, and we're back to normal. So the first thing I'm gonna do is my normal morning or daytime skincare routine. So I'm gonna start with my Sephora Glow Serum. I have been loving this stuff. This is my second bottle, and I'm almost done with it, so kind of sad about that. So my skin has been pretty dry lately, so I'm gonna go in with the Sephora. This is like the hyaluronic acid daily moisturizer, and it's really hydrating, so I like to take some of that in the morning. Then I'll take the Kiehl's Ultra Facial Cream with SPF and use that as my SPF moisturizer. Just take a little bit of that. And lastly, I take the Sephora Hyaluronic Acid eye cream and just pop that under my eyes. Okay, so a few things before we get started into this whole process. First of all, if you are gonna tan, make sure that you pick a time where you're not actually gonna be doing anything. That's kind of easy right now in quarantine. For this part, you aren't gonna be able to wear deodorant or anything like that, so you might be like smelling gross all day. Can't wear deodorant. You're probably gonna be lounging around in like crappy clothes all day or a robe, so make sure that you don't have to be presentable to anybody. That's why I try to do this on the weekend, like Sunday. Today is Monday that I'm filming this, but you know, I'm in quarantine and I don't have anything else to do. So I'm gonna be doing that today. I really don't like the feeling of going to bed in tan and getting it all over my sheets. So I've been doing this routine, and I tan about maybe 3 or 4 p.m. and then sit in my tan for the rest of the day, marinate in the tan, then rinse it off right before I go to bed, and that way I'm not gross when I go to sleep and I'm like fresh and ready for bed. So that's how I like to do things, but you know, to each their own. That being said, let's get started into the routine. So I like to do my regular face routine, skincare routine, as you already saw, but then I'll go in with a moisturizer. I like to use the Aveeno Skin Relief Moisturizing Lotion. It's pretty lightweight but very hydrating, so I like to use this, but I'm only going to use it in the spots where the tan may get a little bit patchy. So I'm going to do it on my wrists, my hands, my elbows, my armpits, this like crease right here, my shoulders, and my neck, as well as my knees, the back of my knees, and my feet and ankles. And then I'll let that sit and soak in for about maybe like an hour or two. You just want your pores to close so that you don't get the tiny little dots where the tan will sink into your open pores. So that is major key. So I'm gonna go ahead and add some moisturizer to the spots that are more dry and could get more patchy, and I'll be back when I'm about to tan. Okay, so I am about to tan. I am just gonna go through the products that I use right now and just show you guys really quick before I start using them. So I just wanted to go ahead and show you guys my favorite tanners. I have tried a few, and these are my absolute favorite. So starting off with the tan I'm actually going to be using today, this is the Loving Tan Deluxe Bronzing Mousse, and this is in the shade Ultra Dark. So this is the 8-hour one, and I tend to go for this one because I feel like it looks super natural on me. It has more of a red tone, so a red undertone. So as you can see, I have a pink and kind of like a peachy cool tone undertone naturally, so I feel like this looks so much better on my skin. It makes me look like I came off the beach and got a little bit of a sunburn, which I really like. So like that kind of like sun-kissed look, and it just looks really, really natural on me. Another reason I chose the 8-hour one, well, this is actually technically a 6-hour one, but I leave it on for 8 hours. The reason I picked this one though versus the 2-hour express one, which I also like that one, I just think it doesn't get as dark as this one. So I like to leave it on for as long as I can to get the best color, and then after it develops on your skin, it keeps developing after you wash the bronzer off. So I really like this one. It has a lighter bronzer, so it's not going to get on your stuff as easily, but I really, really like this one. This is probably my all-time favorite one. With that being said though, my other favorite brand is the Sosu by Suzanne Jackson Dripping Gold Luxury Tanning Ultra Dark Mousse. This stuff is so dark. It's so good. It has more of a gold undertone, so like, yeah, like a golden yellow undertone. So I feel like when I put this on, I get super, super dark, like maybe like twice as dark as this one. So if you want a really, really, really dark tan, I would go with this one. So if I'm going on vacation or if I have a special event or something like that, I would definitely use this one because I can get darker. The cons to this one is that it comes off pretty easily. So this one lasts about 5 days, while the Loving Tan one lasts about 7 to 10 days. So if I had to pick one between these two, I would definitely pick the Loving Tan one for an everyday tan. And if I needed an extra glow to the skin, or like wanted to be a little bit darker, or I was going on vacation or something, I would definitely go with the Suzanne Jackson one. Another product that I want to mention, and I will mention this later on in the video as well, but this is the Sosu Suzanne Jackson Dripping Gold Luxury Tanning Water Wonder Face Mist. So this is like a clear face mist, but it is like a gradual tan mist, and it's a little bit lighter. It's definitely not the ultra dark shade. This is the medium dark shade, but you basically use this to touch up your face and your chest and basically anywhere that you want on your body, and you can just spray it on and leave it on for about 6 hours, and you can put it on under makeup or whatever, and it will tan your face, and it's healthier for your face than putting on this tan. Although I do put this on my face and I don't really see it clogging my pores or anything. So this one is my favorite though, the Loving Tan, because it is so natural on my skin. It's a very red tone. It pulls more like a sun-kissed almost sunburnt kind of look, this is my favorite tan by far. So this is the tan I'm going to be using today. Another thing I wanted to mention is this tanning mitt. So I've tried a few tanning mitts. I've even tried using just like exam gloves, and none of that has worked as well as this tanning mitt. It is a little bit dirty from last time I used it last week, but this is the tanning mitt that I found on Amazon. And if you watch my Amazon haul or Amazon favorites video, I'll link it down below for you to watch, but I mentioned this in there, and this is only like $5 or $6 from Amazon. It has like a microfiber texture, so it makes the tan go on super smooth, and it has a lining on the inside so that the tan won't go through onto your hands. And it also has a thumb holder, so you can get like super, you know, rough with it kind of, but the tanning mitt won't slide off, so you have a better grip with it. So I really like this one. I'll link this below as well. Also wanted to mention that these came in a set. I bought it as a set. You can buy them separately, but I bought mine on beautybay.com, and they had free shipping, and they had a sale going on. I don't know if it's still going on, but I will definitely link each one separately as well as the set that I got. All right, and one more thing before we get started. I found this hack. I don't even know what I was thinking, but this is the best tanning hack that I have ever come across. So self tanner feels really gross and kind of sticky on the skin, and most of the time, for me at least, it doesn't dry down. So I found this hack and I have been using it lately, and it has been working super well for me. So I use baby powder. You can use any kind of baby powder. This is just Johnson's baby powder. This is what I had lying around. But basically, you take a big fluffy brush and you pat it over the areas that you think are going to crease or that won't dry down. For example, I take it on my armpits and I put it there. I take it on my neck where I have a neck crease and I put it there. Anywhere that you will get clammy or you think the tan will come off if you like sweat a little bit. So I put it on the backs of my knees and all of that stuff. So that is the biggest hack that I can give you guys. So I'll show you guys that later on in the video, as well as how I tan my face and my hands. So let's get started with tanning. Okay, so I'm about to start tanning. What I highly recommend is finding some natural light and standing in front of that. I moved my mirror in front of my window, which is right behind the camera, and then I also have my vanity light coming from this side, and I also have my ring light coming from this side. If you don't have that much lighting in your house like I do, I would recommend just standing in front of a good natural lighting window and having your mirror propped up, and so you can look in the mirror and make sure you're not missing any spots. I'm going to start with my legs as I normally would, so hopefully I'm not flashing you, but I am just going to put my leg up on the chair and put 3 pumps of the foam onto my mitt, and I'm going to start by making long strokes of the tan up my leg, all around my leg, and then start blending that out. And I'm going to try to bring that down onto my ankle a little bit and up a little bit onto my knee, just blending the excess onto the back of my knee and on my knee. And you want to have your knee bent so that it gets in the little wrinkles in your knee as well. 3 more pumps for my thighs, and I'm going to do the exact same thing on my thighs. Okay, so for my arms, I am wearing a bathing suit. Normally I wouldn't, but I didn't want to flash everybody on YouTube. So for my arms, I am going to be doing the same technique as I do with my legs. I'm just going to take 2 pumps on my mitt and make long strokes up my arm and coat generously on the tops of my arms where the sun would normally hit me, and then I'm gonna start blending it out around my arm, onto my shoulder, up on the bottom of my arm, and taking the excess onto my armpit. And make sure that everything's blended evenly. So there's a line right there, so make sure I blend that out. And blend around my elbow and my wrist. So I'm going to take that up onto my wrist and a little bit onto the back of my hand, just a little bit to blend that in. Honestly, it's the same thing as like putting on lotion, just the way that you normally would put lotion on. Just you have to be aware of where you're putting it. Then I'm going to do my chest. So I'm going to actually do 2 layers on my chest and neck because it doesn't actually stick on that well on my neck and chest. Make sure you get the back of your neck up into your hairline, because the worst thing is when you wear your hair up and you have like a white line. So make sure you're getting behind your ears as well and your hairline. So I'm gonna let that dry a little bit before I go in with my second layer. Alright, and for my back, I usually just do it myself. I'll usually just take the mitt and just kind of like stretch back and get as much as I can. Or if I really need it covered, because most of the time I'm not showing my back, but if I really need it covered, I'll just get my mom or my sister or whoever is around, my boyfriend, to blend it in on my back. And yeah, just put the mitt on and blend it a little bit. So that's how I do my back, but I usually just do it myself and just have to like reach around. I don't really have a hack for that. I just kind of like stretch my arms around my back and try to get it as best I can. So that's how I do my back. So I'm gonna finish up and I'll be right back. All right, I have put the tanner on my body already. I'm kind of washed out because of the lights in front of me, but I just wanted to go ahead and show you what I do with the baby powder. So I would just put it in this candle lid because that's all I had lying around, but I went ahead and put some in there, and I'm just gonna take it on that big fluffy brush and pat it in. And then I'm gonna go ahead and show you how I do my face and my hands. For my face and hands, I use the same brush. I use this kabuki brush from BH Cosmetics. You can use any synthetic brush that you want. I use a kabuki brush because it works better for me, and I like the bristles of it. I like that it's a flat top, and I just like the shape and the softness of it. Pretty much any cheap synthetic brush you can use for this. So I'm gonna take a little, half a pump of the tanner, and I'm just gonna start applying that like I would a bronzer around the outside of my face and blending that into my hairline. And just blending that in to your hairline as best as you can. Okay, my hair's gonna look crazy, but whatever. Then I'll take another half a pump and just kind of start blending it all over my face in a thin, even layer. It's gonna look crazy at first, but it won't be this dark, promise. And make sure that you get it on your ears as well. Get it under your eyes, eyelids, everything. I'm also gonna bring that down onto my neck a little bit. And this has not broken me out ever, so it doesn't clog my pores or anything. Okay, so that's good. Then I'm gonna take that same brush and do my hands. So I'm gonna take half a pump and take it on the back of my hand and do like a thin layer on the back of my hand and kind of spread it down, blend it down into my wrist. And then I'm gonna take it up the side of my thumb and the side of my palm like that. And then with whatever's left on the brush, I'm gonna start taking up onto my fingers and bending my fingers so that it gets into the wrinkles. And I'm gonna take it in between my fingers. And don't mind that I have eczema on this hand, so it's gonna look crazy regardless, but just showing you how I do my hands normally. Get into the fingers and get each side of the finger. And mind you, I haven't put anything else on the brush, just whatever is left on the brush. So that's how you do a seamless hand. Don't mind that, but I'll do the other hand and show you. So half a pump, I'm gonna take that on the back of my hand, the webs of the fingers, just lightly going over those, just make sure you put a light layer, and I'm not going to put any more than this. Whatever I have on the brush is all I'm putting, because I don't know why, but it shows up darker on your hands regardless. So now that the hands are done, they look really even. I'm going to do the same exact technique for my feet, and I'm going to do that off camera because it's gonna be hard for me to show you. So I will be right back. Okay, so now that my tan has been applied, I am going to wait about 6 to 8 hours before I rinse off the bronzer. So I will come back right before I rinse off the bronzer and show you guys what I look like, what the bronzer looks like, and then I will come back tomorrow and show you what it looks like on day 1 of applying the tan. I also forgot to mention that this robe that I'm wearing is like my favorite thing to wear when I'm tanning. It's like a black light robe, and it actually is short, so I like to wear this when I'm tanning because it lets the tan air out, and it's black so any of the bronzer won't get on the actual robe, so, or won't show up on the robe. So I really like this one. I'll link it down below. It was also in my Amazon favorites video, but yeah, I will link that below as well. Just wanted to mention this robe because I'm in love with it. So I will see you guys in 8 hours. Okay, hey guys, it is now midnight and it's been 8 hours and I look like I'm actually dirty. So this is just the realistic side of tanning. This is just the bronzer. I'm gonna go shower it off. I look really patchy, but I promise it'll be even in a second. I kind of did do my arms a little bit unevenly, so I might have to go in with another layer on this arm tonight and sleep in that and then just wash it off in the morning. This is just the realistic side of tanning, you guys. Like, sometimes it turns out, sometimes it doesn't, and I honestly don't really care because I'm in quarantine and I'm just tanning so that I feel a little bit better. So yeah, this is just the side of tanning that not everyone shows, but my arms are definitely like different colors right now, at least like on this part. But anyways, I'm gonna go rinse this off in the shower, and then I am going to put on a moisturizer, an oil-free moisturizer. Make sure that it's an oil-free moisturizer. I forgot to mention that at the beginning of the video when I first moisturized, but you want to make sure you're using a oil-free moisturizer. And I'm just gonna go in with the Aveeno again. That one is oil-free. So if you use one with oils, it will take off the tan faster. I'm gonna come back tomorrow after I have washed everything off and show you guys what I look like right after I wake up, just so that you know what the tan is supposed to look like. So yeah, see you guys in the morning. So I actually just got out of the shower and I realized I forgot to mention a couple of things about washing off or rinsing off the tan. You're rinsing off the bronzer, so you don't want to use soap still, because even for the next few hours, the tan that's still on you, not the bronzer, is still developing. So you're gonna want to use just like your hands and just straight water and rinse it off until the water runs clear. Pat dry, don't rub the towel or anything, that'll actually take off the tan. So now I'm going to put the lotion on and go to bed, and now I will see you guys in the morning. Alright guys, good morning. It is the next morning and I just woke up and I wanted to show you guys what my tan looks like. So this is what my face looks like. It still looks like it's a little dirty. It's just because all the bronzer hasn't come off yet and it was still developing overnight. So the true results are going to be after I actually shower and like use soap. But this is what it looks like right now, and I will show you guys without my shirt on. So this is what the tan looks like on my chest and my arms and stuff, and I think it looks really even. I think these arms are uneven, and I think I might need to tan this arm like one more layer so it matches this arm. But I think that's like the only part that I really missed. It looks really good and really natural, and I just don't want to look fake, so I like that this tan looks really natural. I'm also going to be showing you guys how I maintain the tan throughout the week. So like my neck and chest and face, those are the ones that fade the quickest. So I'm going to be showing you guys how I do that. So see you guys later this week. Okay, here is the tan in more natural lighting. I found a good spot in my house. But yeah, this is the tan. It's really like glowy and natural, and I just wanted to give you guys like a good view of what the tan actually looks like. Okay, so I just worked out. As you can tell, I'm kind of sweaty and out of breath, but I just wanted to go ahead and mention about tanning, that you can work out in your tan. Yes, it will come off your armpits a little bit faster, but honestly, the sun doesn't even reach your armpits that quickly. And you can always touch it up, and I'll show you guys how to do that later in the week. But yeah, I'm about to go take a shower for the first time with actual soap, and I'm excited because I don't feel clean right now. So yeah, you can definitely work out in your tan and it won't go away. Obviously, it's going to come off a little bit quicker, but I honestly think that when you work out, the tan actually comes off more evenly because you're sweating everywhere. So that is just my little tip for you. You can work out in your tan and it will come off a little bit quicker, but it honestly, it like stained your skin already, so it's not gonna come off that fast. Okay, so I just got out of the shower and I realized that the tan really is not sticking to my chest. So what I'm gonna do is touch it up the way I normally would, and that way I can just show you guys right now. But I take the face mist, and you can use this all over your body if you want to, and I just spray it all over, and I'll take my brush, the same brush that I use for my face and my feet and my hands, and I'll just kind of spread that around and blend it out. And this stuff you only leave on for like 6 hours, and it doesn't have a tan smell. It actually smells like a smoothie almost, like a tropical fruit. It smells super good, and it's not sticky or anything. It just feels like you're brushing water all over you. And it doesn't look like it's gonna do anything, but I promise when I come back in like 6 hours, it's gonna be more tan on my chest and my neck. So that is how I touch up my face, how I touch up anywhere on my body that needs to be touched up. I thought I would go ahead and show you guys because I wasn't happy with the results on my chest. Tan just doesn't stick to my neck and chest like ever, so it comes off super quick, so I have to constantly reapply tan. Yeah, just wanted to go ahead and show you that, and that's how I touch up my face as well. Okay guys, so that completes this tanning video. I thank you guys so much for watching. Make sure to leave any questions in the comments below, and I will definitely get around to answering them, and I will see you guys in my next video. Bye.